Have you ever felt like you don't quite belong in this world? Like there's something different about you? Something deeper? Maybe you've always sensed things others couldn't, felt emotions more intensely, or been drawn to helping others without knowing why. What if I told you? It's not a coincidence. You might be one of the chosen. In this video, we're going to uncover the truth behind the chosen ones, who they are, why they're here, and how to know if you're one of them. But this isn't just another spiritual theory. This is a call to remember who you are and awaken the purpose you've carried your whole life. Stay with me until the end, because if even a part of this message resonates with your soul, you were meant to hear it. 1. The definition of the chosen ones. The term chosen ones doesn't refer to people who are better than others. It's not about ego, status, or superiority. It's about a deeper awareness, an inner calling that separates them from the crowd, even if they never asked for it. Chosen ones are souls that have awakened, or are in the process of awakening, to a higher level of consciousness. They see beyond the surface of life. They question the systems, the noise, the distractions, and even when they don't have all the answers, they feel that something greater is happening beneath it all. They are highly sensitive, not in a weak way, but in a deeply intuitive, emotionally intelligent way. They absorb energy, notice patterns, and often carry a quiet wisdom, even from a young age. Sometimes this awareness isolates them. They might grow up feeling like outsiders, black sheep, or misunderstood by those around them. But this separation is often necessary because it pushes them inward. It forces them to develop strength, resilience, and clarity of vision. It is through this inner journey that they begin to understand. They're not here just to fit in. They're here to wake others up. The chosen ones are the bridge between worlds, between the seen and unseen, the physical and the spiritual, the old and the new. And whether they realize it yet or not, their presence on this planet is anything but random. And if you've ever wondered why someone like this exists, why they feel so different, so called, so in tune, then the answer lies in their purpose. Let's explore the true characteristics of the chosen ones and the powerful mission they carry within. 2. Characteristics and purpose. Chosen ones are not defined by appearance, achievements, or background. They're defined by their essence. One of their core traits is an unshakable sense of purpose, even if they can't always put it into words. There's this quiet, persistent feeling inside them. I'm here for something more. They often carry a deep compassion for others, especially those who are suffering, misunderstood, or marginalized. They feel the pain of the world, and not just emotionally, but energetically. This empathy can be overwhelming, but it's also what fuels their desire to heal, guide, or create positive change. Intuition is another hallmark. Chosen ones may receive insights or gut feelings that guide their decisions. They can sense when something is right or wrong, even without logical proof. This inner compass often steers them away from the conventional path and toward one that feels more authentic, even if it's harder. Many chosen ones are also natural innovators. They think differently, create differently, and see possibilities where others see limits. They may feel drawn to art, teaching, healing, spirituality, or activism, not for attention, but because something deep inside them refuses to stay silent. Their ultimate purpose? To elevate consciousness, to help others awaken, to restore balance between humanity and the earth. They don't force change, they embody it. Simply by being themselves, they light a path for others to follow. But how can you know if you are one of them? Let's look at the signs. You see, being a chosen one isn't about having all the answers. It's about carrying the questions that matter. Questions like, why am I here? What's my role in all of this? These questions don't haunt them. They guide them. Another key trait is their relationship with pain. Chosen ones often go through intense life experiences, trauma, loss, betrayal, or isolation, not as punishment, but as preparation. These moments become sacred teachers, shaping their empathy, sharpening their insight, and stripping away anything false. Through pain, they gain clarity. Through struggle, they uncover strength they didn't know they had. They are also protectors of energy, Many feel overwhelmed in crowds, around negativity, or in toxic environments. That's because their energy is tuned to a higher frequency. They feel what others ignore. They see what others deny. And this sensitivity isn't a flaw, it's a tool. It helps them navigate life in a deeper, more intentional way. Chosen ones are also deeply connected to the natural world. They feel peace in the presence of animals, trees, oceans, and stars. Nature doesn't drain them, it restores them. Because in those quiet moments they remember who they are. They reconnect with their origin, a place beyond time, beyond labels. And perhaps the most powerful characteristic of all is their light. It's not loud, it doesn't demand attention, but it's undeniable. You feel it in their words, their presence, their silence. They inspire others not by preaching but by being. The truth is, the world needs the chosen ones now more than ever, because they don't come to follow the world, they come to reshape it. And if this resonates with something deep inside you, something you've always known but never fully understood, then maybe it's time to recognize the signs. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about what these signs actually look like, because they're not always obvious. In fact, many chosen ones go years, sometimes decades, without realizing who they truly are. Why? Because their gifts often feel like burdens until they're understood. But the universe leaves clues. So now, let's get personal. If you've ever felt different, disconnected, or like you're carrying a mission you can't quite explain, what if that's not your imagination? What if it's a sign? In the next part, we're going to break down the real-life signals that could mean you are one of the chosen ones. You might be surprised by how many of them match your own story. 3. Signs you might be a chosen one. It often starts with a feeling, one that you can't quite put into words, like you were meant for something, but you just can't explain what it is. It's not arrogance, it's not fantasy. It's a quiet pull in your soul, like something inside you remembers a purpose your mind hasn't caught up with yet. So what are the signs? Let's begin with one of the strongest, a sense of not belonging. From childhood, many chosen ones feel like outsiders. They don't quite fit in with family, school, or social groups. While others seem comfortable following the rules, they question everything. This doesn't mean they're rebellious. It means their soul resists anything that doesn't feel true. Even in a room full of people, they can feel alone, not because they're antisocial, but because they crave authenticity, not surface-level connection. Another sign is an inner strength that appears during the hardest times. Chosen ones often go through deep emotional or spiritual battles, addiction, abuse, rejection, loss, depression. But no matter how many times they fall, something inside refuses to let them stay down. They might break, but they rebuild, again and again. There's a warrior spirit in them, gentle but unshakable. Then there's the gift of intuition. Have you ever just known something before it happened? Or felt that someone's energy was off, even when they smiled? This isn't paranoia. It's your soul picking up what the eyes can't see. Chosen ones often get messages through dreams, gut feelings, synchronicities, like repeated numbers, songs, symbols that appear at just the right moment. These aren't random. They're part of the guidance system trying to wake you up. A connection to animals or nature is another big indicator. Animals may be drawn to you, trust you instantly. You may find that you feel alive when you're near the ocean, under the stars, or walking barefoot on grass. That's because your energy aligns more with the natural world than the artificial one. Nature doesn't lie, and neither do you. You might also feel a pull toward helping others, even if it exhausts you. People open up to you without knowing why. Strangers tell you their life stories. You may have been the therapist friend since childhood. That's because your energy feels safe, and your soul recognizes pain even when no one speaks it out loud. But this also means you need to protect your own energy, or you'll burn out. And here's a sign most people overlook. You've always felt like time is running out. Not in an anxious way, but like you were sent here with limited time to do something important. You might not know what it is yet, but you feel the pressure. Like the clock is ticking on something big, and you were meant to be part of it. And finally, the most powerful sign of all, you've always felt this message was meant for you, even before you heard it. If any of these signs echo in your heart, don't ignore them. Because being a chosen one isn't about being perfect. It's about remembering, awakening, becoming the version of you that the world needs now more than ever. So, if you're starting to feel that pull inside you, the question becomes, what should you do with it? In the next part, we'll talk about that. Real, grounded ways for chosen ones to stay balanced, strong, and aligned with their mission in this world. 4. Recommendations for the chosen ones. So you've begun to see the signs. You've felt the calling. Maybe it's been with you for years, quiet, persistent, waiting for you to stop ignoring it. And now you're starting to understand. You're not here by accident. You were sent. But knowing you're a chosen one is only the beginning. The real question is, how do you live as one? Because the truth is, being awake in a sleeping world isn't easy. You'll feel everything more deeply. You'll face resistance, doubt, even isolation. That's why having a path, a set of practices is essential. Not to become someone else, but to become who you already are. Let's begin with the foundation. Honor the calling. You don't need to know the full map. You don't need to wait until everything makes sense. You just need to say yes. Start small. Follow your curiosity. Speak the truth, even when your voice shakes. Every act of alignment, no matter how quiet, is a step toward your purpose. Your mission unfolds as you move, not before. Second, protect your energy like it's sacred. Because it is. Chosen ones are like sponges. You absorb the emotions, thoughts, and chaos of everyone around you. That's why boundaries are not optional. They are spiritual armor. Limit your time with people who drain you. Say no without guilt. Cleanse your energy regularly, whether through meditation, salt baths, nature, sound, or silence. The world doesn't need you exhausted. It needs you clear, grounded, and alive. Third, keep your body and mind aligned. You came here with a mission, but you still need a vessel to carry it out. Treat your body with respect. Eat in a way that fuels your spirit. Move in ways that awaken your strength, and rest as deeply as you work. Your body is not separate from your path. It's part of it. The same goes for your mind. Learn, read, unlearn, expand. Feed it truth, not fear. Fourth, deepen your intuition. Your intuition is your compass. It's not always loud, but it's always there. Start listening. Journal your dreams. Follow hunches. Ask for signs, and trust them. The more you respond to intuition, the more it responds to you. And in a world designed to keep you numb, tuning into your own inner voice is a revolutionary act. Fifth, stay connected to others like you. One of the greatest traps for chosen ones is isolation. You think you're the only one who sees what you see, feels what you feel, but you're not. There are others out there, quietly waking up, just like you. Find them, build with them, remind each other why you're here, because this path is not meant to be walked entirely alone. And finally, be the light, but don't try to fix everything. You're not here to save the world by yourself. You're here to become who you were meant to be. And in doing so, your presence will ripple out, inspiring, healing, and awakening others just by existing in truth. Sometimes your mission is loud and public. Sometimes it's quiet and invisible. Both are powerful. Both are sacred. So where does this all lead? You've remembered who you are. You've felt the calling. You've seen the signs. You've started to walk the path. But there's one final piece. What does it mean, in the bigger picture, to be a chosen one in today's world? Why now? Why you? In the final part of this journey, we'll connect everything and reveal the deeper reason you were awakened at this moment in time. Stay with me. We're not done yet. The time is now. You weren't drawn to this message by accident. Something inside you has always known the truth. The dreams you've had, the pain you've carried, the way your heart reacts to the unseen, It was never random. You are here because this is your time. Not next year. Not when you feel ready. Now. The world is shifting. Old systems are breaking. New energies are rising. And in the middle of all this, the chosen ones are waking up, quietly, powerfully, remembering who they are. Not to control, not to dominate, but to heal, to guide, and to illuminate. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You already carry everything you need inside of you. So take a deep breath and step forward. Your purpose doesn't begin with a miracle. It begins with a decision. A decision to listen, to trust, to act. Now I want to hear from you. Did this message resonate? Did you recognize yourself in any of these signs? Have you felt that same calling, quiet but undeniable? Drop a comment below and let me know. I've felt it too. Let's find each other. Let's speak our truth. This is how we begin. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share this video with them. You might be the sign they've been waiting for. Until next time, stay awake, stay aligned, and remember who you are. If you're ready to dive deeper into this journey, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we have so much more to explore together. Also, let me know in the comments what topics you want to see next. Do you want guidance on developing your intuition, ways to protect your energy in a chaotic world, or stories from others who've walked this path? This community is just getting started, and your voice matters here. Thank you for being here, for being open, and for being chosen. See you in the next video.